they want you to move from their house to your husband's house. Sister, that is a cage. It's very hard for ladies to be independent, especially in this part of the world. They make it hard for us. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. Please do it by subscribing and clicking on the notification bell by the side, just so you get notified anytime I put up a new video. You do not want to miss it. Thank you all to my returning subscribers. I don't think I've said thank you for 2K, but I'm going to say that now. Thank you for 2K, and please keep watching my videos. Keep watching it, please. So today I'm going to be giving you guys tips on in case you want to move out, like for those of you who have intentions of moving out of your parents' house, or probably you're under the guidance of somebody and you want to move out and you want to be on your own or something like that. You want your freedom, you know, you want to be free as a bird. Then this video is for you, and definitely keep on watching. So you guys really like the video I put up on how to gain freedom from your parents or your African parents, and I just thought, why not to do this video and give you guys some tips and to encourage you in your moving out. So before we dive straight into the tips, I want to state that there's a constant thing you need for you to be able to move out, and that is income. You need an income. You need to be sure that there's something that is always coming into your account that can take care of you, your needs and all that. So you need a job, you need income. Income is very important. So basically you need money. I'm just going to give these few tips on how you can work toward moving out, or actually you have to work to it. It doesn't happen overnight, except you have all the money in the world. And I want you to know that moving out is not free. You need money. Money is very important in this life. Have money. The first tip is to cut down on your spending prior to when you intend moving out. So basically, if you see that you're in your parents' house, so you tend to spend money a lot. I know how it is. You tend to spend your money as you want because you don't have responsibilities. You are not paying any bill. You are not all you need to do is buy whatever you need for yourself. So you have to ensure that you're cutting down on your spending. All those unnecessary buying of clothes, buying of wigs, buying of chocolates, you need to cut down because you need to save. You need to save ahead, because moving out, you know, you are not going back. It will be a disgrace. So as you are moving forward, keep going. So you have to know that you need money to be able to survive. So cut down on your spending habits. Most of us have bad spending habits. I'm one of them. But when I was in the process of moving out, I tried as much to make sure that I do with all the unnecessary things. And basically, if you're in your parents' house, you're lucky because they are feeding you. The only thing you'll be bothered about is probably transportation if you are going anywhere or something, and they will still be giving you money in your father's house. So can you see? So all those unnecessary spendings, please cut it off. Cut it. You need to cut it. Second on my list is know your monthly income. So basically, you need to know how much you are making every month. That way you are able to estimate how you can sort out your needs and your bills and all of that, at least for the first 2 to 3 months. I believe you should have enough money saved that will be able to take care of you, because in the first few months of moving, it's going to be a whole lot, because you're going to be doing a lot, like getting the necessities like your bed, I don't know, things for your house anyway, for your apartment. You're going to be needing money, so you have to have something saved that can last you for about 2 to 3 months and before you settle. I want to state that when I moved to my apartment, I didn't rush anything. Even if the money was there, I didn't rush anything. I took my time with my apartment. I'm still taking my time. It's small, so do not rush yourself. Just make sure what you have saved can sort out your basic needs when you move out, like your rent, your bed, transportation, feeding, for like the first 2 to 3 months before you can fully settle and continue at your own pace. So I want to state that you don't basically need all the resources in the world for you to be able to move. You just need enough that will help you survive, that will help you not say you should go and suffer, or don't go and suffer, like just something. You just need enough that will help you feel comfortable for like the first half, let me put it like that. And then with time, things always tend to balance out. So just make sure you know how much you're earning every month and know that something is coming in. Number 3 on my list is have a scale of preference. So I'm relating this to the point I just made previously, which was I took my time to actually furnish my apartment. So when you're moving to your apartment, you have to have a scale of preference. What that means is basically, what am I going to be? What am I getting first? Am I getting a bed first, or am I getting a TV first? A TV is not important. You don't sleep on your TV. So you have to know that you're probably getting a bed first, and probably you get what's important now, I don't know, but TV was important to me. It was on my scale of preference. I'm not even going to lie, because I was bored. I mean, yeah, I was kind of bored, so I got a TV like I think 3 weeks like after I moved in and all. But you know your scale of preference, you know what is important to you, and you know what you can afford at that time. So just list out your scale of preference and do your things in that order. JJ. Number 4 is decide if you want to stay alone or you want to move in with a roommate or probably a friend. So this depends on certain things like your tolerance level and how much bullshit you can take, because living with people is not funny, especially even living with family members is a problem, talk less of living with strangers. Even living with friends is not that easy, but you just have to, it's a decision you have to make way before you even intend moving. You have to know, okay, do I really want to stay alone? If you want to stay with roommates, that way you are breaking what's the word, you are reducing the burden, like the stress of paying your bills alone. That way you are splitting it with somebody, so it's less. But if you feel you can't tolerate anybody, I personally cannot tolerate nobody, so bills are made. But if you feel like you have this friend, most times people move in with their friends and it saves a whole lot of cost. So if you have a friend, a reliable friend that you can move in, fine, you guys can get like a 2-bed. You have your room, the person has his or her room, so it's easier that way. But if you feel like you are very irritable and you can't tolerate anybody, and you can't take certain things, then you have to consider living alone. But that is your decision to make. When moving out, yeah, you don't want stress. You've already faced enough stress in your parents' house. You don't want to come out and be having stress with another human being. So you have to really know what you want. Do you want to stay alone? Do you? So the last on my list, number 5, is inform your parents. Yeah, you have to tell them I'm moving out, except you want to run away. You can't do that. So you have to let your parents know. Depending on your parents, everybody's parents is different. We all come from different backgrounds, so yeah, you have to find a way to tell them, but that'll be comfortable and that will avoid problems for you. You have to find a way to tell them. And I made a video about this before, so if you have not seen that, you should see that now. I'm going to link it up here on how I told my African parents I was moving out, so you can check that out. But you know your parents best, so you know what to work for them and how you intend to tell them. Like I said, I already got my apartment before I told my parents, because that was the best thing. That was the best way to approach my parents. So I made this final point the last point, because it's actually going to be the last step for you to move out, which is telling your parents. You do not want to tell your parents first before you start making plans. You want to ensure all that I've mentioned before, which is having a monthly income, having a scale of preference, knowing if you want to stay alone and all of that. You have to make sure all of that is checked in before you go and meet them, so that they will see that you are serious. Because if you do not have those checked in, they won't take you seriously. At least African parents that I know, they won't take you seriously. And you have to make them see that I have myself planned already, yeah? So there's no way they're going to talk you out of it or discourage you from moving out when you already have your plans all sorted. So ensure you know what you're doing, ensure you follow due process. I know it's quite easy for guys to move out anywhere in the world. It's always easy for guys to move out, and it's harder for females, women, ladies to actually move out. Most times African parents will be like, where are you moving to? They want you to move from their house to your husband's house. Sister, that is a cage. Do not do that. You need your freedom. You need to have your own freedom to know yourself and know who you are. So I would really encourage ladies more to work toward all of these that I've said. Try to get a job. If you can't get a job, try to get a business running, put your all into it, your business will work. I'm really encouraging ladies because it's very hard for ladies to be independent, especially in this part of the world. They make it hard for us, to be honest. So I'm going to talk about my own self now. So regrets of moving out. I do not have no regrets. I won't say I will never, but I'm not going back to my parents' house to stay. Like, God forbid there might be a reason or maybe something important I have to go back home. But in terms of moving back, no, I love where I'm at right now, and I'm really glad I made the moves to have my own space and my own freedom. That way you are able to do things at your pace. You can think properly, your brain can function well. You don't have to think about how you want to wake up in the morning and go and wash plates and do this and you do things at your own pace. And that's when you know life has begun. Like, you need to start making the moves now, because really time is going. This is March already. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, or leave a comment in the comment section and I'll do well to respond, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.